Hello, this is Colonial. This should be my 8th episode. I'm getting up there. I don't know, there'll probably be 3 or 4 more. But anyway, this turn. So, I had a huge counterattack, and it went okay. Basically, my plan to destroy his army was never a likely plan, but it didn't work. Out of 9 Eagle Kings, I lost 2, which could be a lot better. But it's okay. I've basically reconquered most of my core provinces. The hope is that by next turn I will have conquered them all. If you see, on my side of the river there's still 4 provinces of his, which is not the end of the world. If every turn was like this one, I would run out of kings, but by the time I ran out of kings, I would be in a very strong position. But this turn I'm hoping to lose 1 or 0 kings. Alright, so the big battle was in Arabon. So let's take a look at that. I've had to change up my computer again, but this one should be my proper computer. So the quality this video is the quality that you'll see. Now, I will confess I've been a right idiot, and there's one thing that I did very badly this turn, which I wish to God I hadn't done. You see this god right here? I was like, I'll use my god, said I. And of course the god died, which I didn't think was the end of the world. But there's this. The god cast a global enchantment, which meant when the god died, the global enchantment got dispelled. I'm an idiot. I just lost Maelstrom. I only had it up for 1 turn. So that is the problem here. I'm Maelstromless. And the reason why I lost this battle is he drops this Fog Warriors. Every one of his units has Mist Form. My plans to break him with Wrathful Skies came to naught, to say the least. Basically, all I do is every turn pop a few Mist Forms. I kill basically no one. So this wasn't a great turn, but I was fearing a lot worse than it turned out to be. Basically, he hasn't really progressed at all, so all the momentum has been mine, even though I did lose Maelstrom, which was a massive blow. And I lost 2 kings. I don't know. Basically, what happened was I thought I'd loaded the turn and clicked on it, and I thought I'd lost everything, or hadn't regained anything. But it turned out I hadn't actually loaded the turn. I was looking at the previous turn, so the reason why I'm not too sad about this turn is because for about a day I thought that I was totally fucked, and it turns out I'm not totally fucked, but it still wasn't what you would call a great turn. The other big trouble is Arabon fortification has been breached in Arabon, which means that the fear is 1 turn to conquer that, 2 turns, 3 turns, and he's at my capital. So I need to try and kill off as many of his dudes as I can. What I'm doing actually in terms of attacking this army is, you know how I have one of my kings is blind. I'm using the blind king to drop on his head in Arabon, and I'm going to basically use him as a decoy. Hopefully he'll drop Fog Warriors with the blind king. What he is planning to do is Phantasmal Army Retreat. So he might survive, he might die, but either way he should... Oh, here's what it is. I actually sent in a revised turn, but that's not the one I downloaded to show you. So he does actually only drop Phantasmal Army twice, which means he should be able to drop Retreat. And having 25 guys plus a level 6 mage on the battlefield should mean that he blows all of his gems on Fog Warriors. Then when the real battle comes out, he won't be Fog Warriored up. That was the plan I was hoping for here. In terms of the real battle, it's not good. It's all bad. I have all my Amazons and basically no Eagle Kings. So I'm dropping tiny little Orb Lightnings, I'm dropping some Parting of the Soul. It's not good. But at least, hopefully, he won't be Fog Warriored. I've also set this guy to hopefully gorge out the eyes of one of his... He's Liquid Body, Quickness, Attack Large Monsters, and he's got these Eye Biters, So my hope is that I can gorge out the eyes of one of his SCs, making them far less effective. So I have a few strategies, but it's definitely on the back footing here, and there is a decided fear. There's a decided fear that in 3 turns he could be hitting my capital. So that's how the main front is going. I don't really have an army I'm throwing against him, I just have this pile of Amazons. It's kind of all bad. The war is not going great. I don't think I'm going to win. If you're seeing this, every time I move my thing to some corner, somehow it jumps to windows. Hopefully my settings are such that you can't see it constantly jumping to windows. Okay, aside from the front, the flanks, which is my strong suit, I'm doing much better, of course. I still have 2 fully geared kings. Am I up to 3? I think I'm actually up to 3 fully geared kings, yes. One is cloud trapezing onto them. Hope to slaughter them up. One is taking back some Ulmish lands, and one is pushing into Barytosian lands. So I don't have as much. These guys with just a single Demon Bane completely failed. It was a bad strategy. The guys with just a king with Earth Boots seems to kill pretty much anything. A fully geared king does kill pretty much anything. So I still got 5 clear attacks. I'm still using this stupid Naiad, even though I've lost Maelstrom. I think she's gonna have one more turn attacking cheekily and then fall back. In terms of in the labs, let's see. It's been a while since I've played this turn, you may have noticed. I'm grabbing, I believe, a pair of Earth Boots, which, since my god is dead, means I need to use a pair to recruit a pair. I think... Right, I'm gonna have a lightly armored king will be good to go next turn as well. And next turn I have a new king actually born. So yeah, basically I'm on the timer in the front. In the sides I'm slowly progressing, and I think I'm just going to slowly bulb out my size for the rest of this war. And the big trick is to try and break his back before he breaks my Eagle King recruitments, which is going to be hard. So that's more or less it. Let's look at the score graphs. Yeah, there you go. Now, so he used up all of his flanking ability on turn 1 by the look of things, and I'm guessing now this isn't going to be as steep, but it will keep progressing until hopefully we're past the starting point, because I am Caelum, and Caelum is a flanker. Forts, blah blah blah, income, same exact graph. He actually gained income last turn, right? That's because he has mad growth scales. Gem income, he lost. I, of course, lost my fucking global, which is a case for that. That's the real trouble. I lost my global, you guys. It's all bad. It's going to be a long time before I can get Maelstrom up again. It might be worth thinking about a different global. Let's see. I know I shouldn't be doing this on camera, but enchantment, stellar focus is the other global I might be trying for. It's a ways away. It needs enchantment 7, and it needs me to go from astral 3 up to astral 5, which requires 20 pearls and 10 earth gems. But it might be how I go. We'll see. It's a big tragedy. Alright, so basically what I would say is that I expended too many resources on Ulm, and now I'm gimped for this fight. Plus, he really didn't expend many resources at all on Femoria. He's a fucking beast. Miklin is trying to drag his feet about joining the war as long as possible. He's in the awkward position that every turn that I lose he gains, because he was in 3rd place. And so if we both jumped at once like we were planning, he was liable to then become in 2nd place and then lose. Whereas, because Barytos jumped me first, every turn he holds off attacking Barytos means I'm less likely to be in 1st place when we do defeat Miklin. I mean, when we do defeat Barytos. But of course, the problem is there's a very good chance we won't defeat Barytos, especially if I have my back completely broken before Miklin comes in. So the game's up to him, and it's very... he's walking a tightrope at the moment. And my job here is to hold fast and deal with this fecking problem. I'm dropping leprosy on them as well, just... why not? Alright, so that's more or less the state of the world at the moment. I'm going for conjuration, but it's stupid. I should be going for maybe enchantment, maybe something else. Whatever. Alright. I think that's where we are. Yeah, I'm not even using all my owl quills, because I don't want any on these guys, because they're all about to die. Yeah, I'm not in a good spot. I definitely wasted too many resources on Elm. But there you go. Might be getting near the end of the season, which means I can publish soon, which is good for you guys. But I'm sure that you'd rather I do well. Alright, see you around. Hey folks. It's basically looking like a story of slow failure at this stage. The big thing this turn is, I believe, here. That was a fully geared king killed by a seeking arrow. So it's not very good. I also will confess I'm recording this very late into the night with the next turn due soon. So I'm not completely sure what's going on. Oh wow, I'm also having trouble with... As I said, I've changed to the new computer recently. Anyway, it's the same style of guys I'm attacking with mainly this turn. I've got a couple of geared kings. I still have two. One of them is lightly geared. Where is he at? I don't know. But yeah, I have 2 geared kings and 2 kings with just some earth boots. And then I have a main army here. I think I'll show you in more in-depth next turn. I'm giving up on Elmish lands by the look of things. At least for now. And I'm having enough trouble defending my own lands. And basically, I think this turn, Miklin attacks. So next turn, I might be able to start pushing back a bit more heavily. But with I'm down to only 5, I think 7 kings in my empire, something like that. 1. Oh man. Yeah, 1. Okay, my arrow keys are giving me trouble. 1. 2, right there. 4, 6. I think I have 7. I might only have 6. Okay, but anyway. So yeah, my lifeblood is slowly spilling onto the ground. He's got me by the throat. He's just got hopefully stabbed in the kidney by Miklin. But I don't think either me or Miklin has that much of a chance of winning this game at this stage. Maybe I'm just being depressive. I think I am preparing yet another king for the slaughter. Gearing him up wise. Yeah, I'm gonna have... And I'm also grabbing another pair of earth boots. So I'm kind of detaching my kings from my armies. I think I will have one who stays with the army, but that's it. And I'll just dump a bunch of air gems into him. Try and get up Wrathful Skies and everything I need with 1 king. I might have 2. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kings. I think I have 6. Yeah. Alright, so I'll see you next time. Hopefully I won't be exhausted and late into the night. See ya. Hey folks. As usual, my situation isn't any less worse, but I'm less despondent about it. Let's see. Basically, at the moment I'm down to 6 Eagle Kings, and that is really... And I have minor army powers left, but otherwise I don't really have anything, and my armies are using one of the kings. So I've divided my army in half for whatever reason. It seems to be an area group and a Harib group, but if I ever fight, for example, this guy, I'm going to need to have those 2 groups united. But as it stands, Having them divided is fine. So I've got those two, and then I've got 5 more kings sticking around. Now, the big problem is that it has finally come to the point where I don't have enough gold. What I'm recruiting this turn is... Oof, look at this. Basically nothing. Yeah, literally nothing. There must be something. I couldn't have had... I could have... Look at that. Bam, ba-dam, dam. So, next turn I get my king, another king. And unless if either I get a luck event or I win some of these fights and don't lose many more. Although the problem with that is I'm actually on the offensive here. I'm trying to take out a couple of his blood hunting provinces and then smash my way home. Something like that. From there I can hit that. From there I can hit that. So yeah, I could, yeah, so basically what I'm doing is I'm attacking these two things, which are a pack of Blackhawks, which means he's patrolling, which means he's blood hunting there. So the hope is I can cause him some trouble, maybe kill a few blood hunters, maybe just mess up his ranks a bit. But whatever happens, yeah, and I'm attacking 2 next to each other, which means if one of them fails, he can retreat to the other guy's one. I'm not sure it's the cleverest move, but I'm desperate, so I'm trying to swipe at him. I'm having a wee Gettysburg attack, like in the Civil War, American Civil War, when the Confederacy, when it was losing, struck north into the enemy's lands. I'm doing something like that, basically. Aside from that, so that's 2 of my kings are raiding. One of my kings with the army. My 2 armies are... One of them's trying to take out one of his raiding forces, the other one's trying to push into his lands, or I guess this was once my lands. So that gives me 1, 2, 3 kings, 4, 5. I have 1 king who's trying to relieve a siege over here, because it's a siege of 2 Zots. This king, I don't really know exactly what he's up to. I don't know why I need... Oh, that's what it is. He is joining the army, and he is attacking Ilidar. Where is Ilidar? Ah, yes. So actually, when I say I'm not, I think I am actually trying to punch him, at least in one of these. So that makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th king is on the defensive over here. In case he marches in, I need someone to get a storm up. So, of his 3 new raiding Zotzi forces, I should be able to kill off 2. This one might escape, but this one is getting a cloud trapeze on his head. One of them will keep causing me ruckus. So I'm hoping for a luck event, of course, but if I don't get a luck event, I might be able to, if he doesn't have a push, I might be able to, no, I won't be able to get a king, will I? Okay, if I don't get a luck event, I won't have a king. Actually, if I don't get a good luck event, I won't have a king. So yeah, I'm losing slowly. Let's look at the... So, I don't remember if last turn Micklin had already attacked, but this turn Micklin has officially declared his attack. There. But I think it's too late for both of us. I think Barytos is going to run away with this. Alright, I'm back up to a few more episodes per turn. Let's see if there's any battles that are worth fighting. There really aren't, are there? He just threw some rubbish at me here. He's not attacking with anything other than crap. Look at my army. Speaking of crap, I have 7 lumber constructs. Whenever you're using lumber constructs, you know, it's a bad sign for you. But I got them for free with the luck event, so I have some fucking lumber constructs. Yeah, there's no battles worth watching. Alright, I'll see you guys in a second. Let's see. Oh, last turn I did have 7 Eagle Kings. Let's watch this. What goes wrong here? This is a weird one, because at the moment neither of us owns this province. I'm attacking, but I'm not even sure. Yeah, I'm on that side. No, I think I'm... The king hasn't come into play yet. He's still buffing, I believe. Oh no, this is an earthquake king. That's probably what went wrong. So there's thunder striking as well. He's an earthquake king, but there's not enough troops to cast gem spells, so he's not an earthquake. I see. When I say earthquake, I do actually mean stones. I can't cast earthquake. Excuse me. So this is just free spawn banging into each other. Someone clearly has a blood thing. There you go. Lifelong protection. How he got blood? Maybe he just lucked into a lifelong protection. Yeah, I need to remember to... Oh, look at that. They've run out of ammo. Let's see if I can kill him. It's impossible to kill them. This is what went wrong for my king, though. Killed one. Oh, and they got my king. Look at that. Oh well. That's how... Those kings are my lifeblood, yeah, so... Every time I lose one, or every time I can't recruit one, I'm that much closer to dying. And it looks like I'm not much longer for this world. See you guys in next... I think I'll try and get one more into this episode. See you then. Alright, a bit more of the old back and forth here. If you look at all the battles, I literally won every single battle. And I think I am beginning to do a number on his flying squads, his Zots. I killed a lot of Zots this episode. But the problem is if you don't look at the battles and you look, where is it? Look at this. Undefended province, undefended province. This cheeky guy has basically reconquered all three of these provinces with scouts. I, like an idiot, did not put any province defense. I put 0 province defense. I had 0 money, so I thought that I would be stingy, and I forgot, I guess. But this turn I've put in some province defense because single scouts have conquered these 3 provinces. So it's a turn going back, reconquering the provinces, but that's not actually that bad. In particular, these 2 provinces, as you know, both have labs. So I kind of get points for going back to the lab. I can Cloud Trapeze out next turn, but I also am conquering his territory. So it could be a lot worse, but he has cheekily just stolen a lot of gold from me, and gold is one thing I do not have, so that's a shame. But on the winning every single battle, I got this fort back. Not that I can recruit anything there. Actually, I haven't turned in the turn yet, so... no. I have these. I've completely forgotten at one point when I had more than 0 money. I grabbed those 2 to use as gifts of heaven. We'll see how that goes down. These 2 guys, it's been a bonanza. I'm pretty sure I actually killed at least 1 priest. 1 dead priest. And this was... no dead. No, that's not it. 2 priests both survived, sadly. But I did get 1 priest, and I also got a lab. I lucked into dropping on labs, so I'm getting 4 gems from that little escapade, and he's getting good to Cloud Trapeze out. So in terms of my attacks this turn, he's Cloud Trapezing there. I'm reconquering all these scouts, and I'm pushing on a bit more. I'm also pushing down a force to guard this, because it seems to be a major moneymaker for me. The Naiad is back out there doing her bone melter spam fun. It's nothing really that powerful. I'm hitting this with the Cloud Trapeze, and I'm hitting this with the Cloud Trapeze. I am trying to kill Zots. I have a vendetta against the Zotish race, and I want to see them all burn. So I need to get air superiority, I guess. But hopefully... Now, I mean, the ideal solution is that he would spend all his time thinking about Mictlan, give me time to conquer back my core territory and go on a bit of an offensive. but I doubt that's going to happen. The practical outcome is that I'm going to piss around, grabbing tit-for-tat back-and-forth provinces with him for like 6 months or something, until he finally decides to go for my throat here. Yeah, if I were him, I would try and take this fort, although my fort defenses are significant. He has ridiculous stuff right here. He's trying to starve me out or something. I don't know what he's doing, but why not go for my face guy? So the worst case scenario is he goes for my face. The mid-tier scenario is that we jump back and forth trading provinces, and the optimal scenario is that I begin to get the upper hand in the province exchange, maybe because he's paying attention to Miklin, or maybe because we're exhausting him somehow. Here's another big problem. This is Miklin's capital. This is Raider forces have completely encircled it. I don't think they're going to have a hope in hell of actually hitting him in the capital, but I do think that that's really bad for his economy. Yeah, like I said, I'm dropping a Cloud Torpedoes onto this province, so hopefully, yeah, the river is not frozen. I doubt that'll be where he goes through, won't bump into each other. I would say that the game is winding down, getting less interesting for you guys. At the beginning of this episode, I know I said that there would be 3 or 4 more episodes, but I think that was optimistic. I'll give it 2, maybe 3. And that's including when the game is actually over. I'll do a good half-hour episode just wrapping it all up, telling you what I thought, giving you some new ideas for after playing Caelum, what I would make the Pretender be. Although I'm not sure I'm going to give everything away. So yeah, I think I will wrap it up here for this episode, but I might sneak another one in right after this. Yeah, I don't know what the timing looks like. Alright, see you guys next episode.